So in Genesis 34, we see the story of Dinah, and it's a tragic story. Dinah, who's Jacob's daughter, is raped by Shechem, who's the son of one of the rulers of the land in which Jacob had moved his family. Now, this act obviously causes outrage by both Jacob and his sons. Yet Shechem, though he rapes Dinah, he wants Dinah as his wife. He sees her beauty and he is madly attracted to her. So much so that him and his father go and offer Jacob really to come into their land, all of their livestock to combine with them, saying, hey, what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours, let's combine, you guys live in the land, whatever the price is that you want for Dinah, I will pay it. Why should we be enemies? Just give me your daughter, and we shall combine forces and be a great nation. While Jacob's sons are secretly fuming, and they say, sure, let's do it. But then they say, but you have to be circumcised. We can't allow our daughter to, or our sister, Jacob's daughter, to marry an uncircumcised man. So they circumcise themselves, and Jacob's sons, as they're circumcised and in pain, go through and kill all the men in the town. And so this is a tragic story, one of rape, of what happened to Dinah, two of the outcome of that city. And I think two things are before us in this passage, and that is sexual sin, what it leads to, the pain and suffering it causes, not only for those who are part of it, but as we see the consequences that flow from that, not only for them, but for others, for the whole town. And I think the second thing we see is wicked rulers. When people have wicked leadership, and if you're in a position of leadership, what you do will affect others. And when people are in leadership, what they do affects others. And so we should not only think of how we're affected by our leaders, but what position of leadership are we in? It might not be national leadership, but if we're in positions of leadership, those decisions that we make and do will affect others. And I think we need to think about that. And because, as we see, sexual sin and bad leadership definitely has horrendous consequences, not only to those who do them, but to all that are in their path. And I think we see a society today that has been affected by sexual sin, that has been affected by bad leadership, and the consequences of this has been disastrous to society. And in some ways, we can even say, through failed leadership in the church, it's been disastrous for the Church of God. And so all we can do, whether we're church leaders, whether we're leaders of our family or at work, is begin to follow the Lord. Begin to do it right. Don't allow sin to enter into our decisions, to enter into our life. Because there are consequences that follow, just as there are night follows day. The consequences of sin follow. We reap what we sow. Let us turn from that and turn to the living God. Have a blessed day.